Okay, so the world itself is made up out of these things called Adinkra symbols, which you've heard me mention several times. And so they actually hail from Ghana, and they embody different aspects of humanity. So that one right there is one of the symbols of the Sankofa. We have different symbols, like that's a symbol of beauty, that's a symbol of valor, that's a symbol of leadership. So the world itself as it exists is going to be built up out of these symbols. So the project itself is based off of the symbol called the Sankofa. So these both are the Sankofa, and it actually shows up in the trigger image. And it means go back and fetch it. And the actual term or the phrase is there is no shame to go back and fetch it. So it's like, there's nothing wrong with like looking to the past before we move into the future. And I originally thought like, okay, that works on the level of like just discovering the human story. But like I said, like, everything's kind of recursive, and that idea started recursing throughout the entire project. And it layered into like not just like looking back to the past of human history, it started looking back to the past of the beginnings of art, and then the beginnings of storytelling, and the beginnings of technology, and then like tying into the evolution of technology as well, which we'll get more to in a bit. So other things in the world that were made up of symbols, so like the world itself, like the palm tree, a symbol of wealth, self-sufficiency, and vitality. The sun was Adinkra, and it means a symbol of greatness, charisma, and leadership. And so the symbols will be woven into the world and signify the phase of human development that Eve is involved in. So since we're at the beginning of the story, like self-sufficiency, vitality, and leadership seemed like important skills that somebody would have to have in order to survive in the beginning.